Craving a delicious biryani but short on time? Let's make a quick 30 minutes biryani that's as flavorful as the slow-cooked version. You'll love it, so let's get started. I've taken 2 chicken thigh pieces and cut them into chunks. Next, I've sliced 1 medium-sized onion thinly. Now heat 1 cup of oil in a pan and fry the onions until they turn a perfect golden brown. While the onions fry, let's prepare the chicken marinade. Take 1 medium-sized tomato, roughly chop it. Add this paste to the chicken, followed by 3 tablespoons of yogurt, 2 dried plums, 1 tablespoon of green chili paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1/2 teaspoon of red chili powder. For the whole spices, add 1 bay leaf, 2 green cardamoms, 1/2 teaspoon of black peppercorns, a small cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 2 cloves, salt to taste. 1.5 tablespoons of store-bought biryani masala. Mix everything well and let the chicken rest for 10 minutes. In a pot, boil water with 1 teaspoon of salt and the following whole spices. 1/2 teaspoon cumin seeds, 3 to 4 cloves, 1 star anise, 2 green cardamoms. Once the water boils, add 1.5 cups of basmati rice that's been soaked for 30 minutes. By now, the onion should be golden brown. Remove 3 to 4 tablespoons of fried onions for garnish and leave the rest in the pan. Add the marinated chicken to the pan and cook it on medium heat for 5 minutes with the lid on. Then add 1 cup of water and a slit green chili. Cover and cook for another 8 to 10 minutes. Cook the rice until it's about 80% done, then drain it. Take out 4 to 5 tablespoons of the chicken gravy and set it aside for layering. Now sprinkle some fresh coriander leaves over the chicken in the pot and a few mint leaves. Then layer the boiled rice on top. Drizzle the reserved gravy over the rice, followed by more coriander and mint leaves. A slice of lemon and fried onions. Mix a 1/4 cup of water with a pinch of orange food color and pour it over the rice. Cover the pot tightly with aluminum foil to seal in the steam and cook on very low flame for 10 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, uncover the pot and behold the beautifully layered, fragrant biryani. Garnish with more fresh coriander leaves, serve and enjoy. If you try this quick biryani, let me know how you liked it in the comments. Let me know which country or city you're watching from. If you want to watch the recipe for onion and cucumber dip, I'll attach it in the I button and you can check it from there. Thank you for your love and support. It means the world to me. This fish is everything you crave. Crispy and golden on the outside, tender and flavorful on the inside. Paired with aromatic, perfectly spiced rice, it's a match made in culinary heaven. Let's create this sensational dish without wasting a moment. I'm starting with a fresh, boneless fish fillet, cutting it into 4 even pieces. Set these aside as we prepare the first marinade. Combine 1/2 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, a pinch of salt, and 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. Gently rub this onto each piece of fish, coating them evenly. Cover and let it rest while we move to the second marinade. Now for the real magic. Take 1/4 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, half a teaspoon of green chili paste, 1/4 teaspoon carom seeds, half a teaspoon of kasuri methi, optional but aromatic, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 tablespoon coriander powder, half a tablespoon tikka masala, half a tablespoon tandoori masala, 1/4 teaspoon orange food color, 1 tablespoon yogurt, the juice of 1½ lemons, 1 tablespoon oil, and 2 tablespoons of roasted chickpea flour. Salt to taste. Mix it all together into a smooth paste, adding a splash of water if needed. Massage this luscious second marinade onto the fish pieces, ensuring every corner is covered with flavor. This marinade is extra, and that's intentional. Don't throw away the leftovers because we'll be using them to infuse our rice with even more flavor. Let the fish rest while we prepare the rice base. Finely chop 2 garlic cloves, and optionally 1/4 part of a yellow bell pepper for garnishing later. A medium-sized onion, heat 1/4 cup oil with 2 tablespoons of butter. Add oil first to prevent the butter from burning. On medium-low heat, fry the marinated fish pieces until golden brown and irresistibly crispy. Set them aside and prepare for the next step. Using the same oil, sauté chopped garlic and half of the chopped onion until translucent, not browned. Add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, and the leftover fish marinade. Cook this for 2 to 3 minutes until fragrant. Then mix in 1 tablespoon biryani masala and 1 teaspoon chicken powder or 1 dissolved chicken stock cube. To this aromatic base, add 1 liter of water. Season with salt, slightly more than usual, as it will balance out once absorbed by the rice. Add 2 slit green chilies, 250 grams of soaked basmati rice. Stir gently and let the rice cook on high heat until 80% of the water evaporates. Once you see just a hint of moisture, cover the pot and simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes. Arrange the crispy fish pieces on top. Garnish with lemon slices, chopped yellow bell pepper, and fresh coriander leaves. Serve hot and savor every bite of this masterpiece. Your plate is now complete. Crispy fish, aromatic rice. If you love this recipe, Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. I'd love to hear what you'd like me to cook next in the comments below. Take care and happy cooking. Imagine the perfect combination of juicy, tender chicken and fragrant rice coming together in one dish. This flavorful fried chicken rice is not only bursting with irresistible flavors, but is also surprisingly simple to prepare. I'm Hina and welcome to my channel. Let's dive into the recipe without wasting any time. Let's begin by preparing the rice. Take 1 cup of rice, rinse it thoroughly under running water 1 or 2 times, and then soak it in water for 30 minutes. Set it aside for now. Next, I've taken 2 chicken thighs for this recipe. I'm pricking them with a knife. This step allows the salt and spices to seep deep into the chicken, ensuring it cooks thoroughly and quickly during boiling. Now add a little salt, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a piece of cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom, 1 liter of water. Bring everything to a boil and let it cook for about 20 minutes. Remember, we only want the chicken to be 50% cooked at this stage. Once done, separate the chicken pieces and strain the stock. This will be our flavor-packed base for the pulao. Next, let's prepare the chicken marinade. In a bowl, combine 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of chicken tikka masala, a little oil to bring it all together, a squeeze of lemon juice, a pinch of orange food color, which is optional. Mix together. Massage the spices into the chicken thoroughly. Now, heat some oil in a frying pan and fry the marinated chicken pieces on low heat until they're golden brown. Once fried, set them aside. Just look at that gorgeous color. Absolutely mouth-watering. In the same pan, with the remaining oil, add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 small onion. Sauté the onions until they turn translucent, then add half a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Sauté again briefly before stirring in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, or the fresh puree of 1 small tomato. Mix well and fry until the oil separates from the masala. 1 teaspoon of biryani or pulao masala. Now it's time to add the liquids. Pour in 750 milliliters of water, 2 slit green chilies, add salt to your taste, and 250 milliliters of the reserved chicken stock, making a total of 1 liter of liquid. Once the water comes to a boil, drain the soaked rice and add it to the pan. Cook the rice on medium-high heat until most of the water has evaporated, leaving the rice about 80% cooked. At this stage, layer the fried chicken pieces over the rice and garnish with a few slices of fresh lemon. Cover the pan with a tight lid, and to trap the steam effectively, place a heavy object on top of the lid. Let the pulao simmer on very low heat for 15 minutes. Once done, uncover the pot and let the heavenly aroma take over your kitchen. Serve this fried chicken rice pulao with fresh salad and mint yogurt. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video and see you again with another exciting recipe. Until then, take care and happy cooking.